When you see a client's invoice payment come through your banking activity, you should match that payment to the invoice. In order to do so, a few examples are we would first go into bookkeeping and then make sure we're in bank transactions. I have a couple of examples of QuickBooks doing it right and a couple examples of it doing it a little bit wrong. So the first item, I'm going to look at the funds that I've received. In this example, we have Amelia. She gave us $2,500. I do want to make sure you know that when QuickBooks is automatically making its suggestions, it only goes back so far. So if you're looking at prior year activity or you're looking at activity that was from over 6 months ago, it may not already give you a match. And that doesn't necessarily mean that there isn't a match there. It just means it's outside of the range of time that QuickBooks is looking for. So I'm going to click on Amelia. Nothing is matching up right now, but I know I send an invoice for every single time that a customer sends me money. So in order to see if there's anything matching, I'm going to click this Find Match button. And then once I do that, I automatically see suddenly there is a match. So one of the key items that I want to make sure of is on the top left, I get the description that's coming straight from the bank, and it's saying it's a payment from Amelia. So the invoice that I'm applying it to, I want to make sure it's going to Amelia. That's a great way to make sure that it's going on the right account. So this is an example of a match that was available, but it was outside of the range that QuickBooks was automatically providing, so I had to do a little bit of extra digging. Another example is what we kind of want to see happen. So we created our invoice, we created a payment, now it's coming through the bank feed and it's matching up perfectly. QuickBooks found the match. My bank is saying that it's from Amy on July 1st. My payment is for Amy on July 1st. Everything's matching up. The dollar amount is going through properly. I can click that match button. So there we go. Now here is an example of the match kind of going a little bit wonky. So here we have $1,000 that we received from Eric, but QuickBooks is only looking for a certain time window and a certain dollar amount. So within that time frame, I have an invoice for $1,000, but if you'll notice, it's for Amelia. So that is for a completely different client. So I just want to make sure that I'm not putting it on Amelia's account. So because I don't like this match initially, I'm going to open it up and click Find Other Matches. In this case, it's only suggesting that $1,000, so I can toggle this button over to the left, and now I can see all of the invoices that are currently open. I can see that my invoice for Eric is actually for $2,000. So he only gave me a partial payment, and that's another thing. If your payment amount doesn't exactly match what QuickBooks has, it probably won't automatically suggest it. But I can select this and it will apply the $1,000 to Eric's invoice, and then now my open balance for that will only be the $1,000. So you can apply partial payments, but QuickBooks might not automatically notice that. Then lastly, we have another really fun one. So if you'll notice, the description says a wire payment from Amelia, and I received $975. If you're familiar with wire payments, a lot of times the banks charge you for those. So Amelia most likely sent me a different dollar amount, but I'm receiving less than what they sent because of those fees that my bank charged me. So again, I'm going to click Find Match. It will open up my screen and it's showing me different invoices that might be available. In this case, I have confirmed Amelia did send me $1,000. So I'm going to write in the $1,000, but I only received $975. So if I click save, it's going to yell at me because there's a difference of $25. So in order to correct that, I can click this resolve button. I'm going to say my bank, Wells Fargo, in this example case, they are a vendor. They charged me a bank fee of $25. So any money going out of my account is going to be a negative number. So that's why I put the negative number here. And now the total amount of the transactions equals the $975 that I actually received. But Amelia is getting credit because she did, in fact, give me $1,000. It was just that I was charged because of the payment method that she used. So I can click save. And now I have actually recorded a few payments and matched those to the banking activity that occurred in my account.